Well, welcome everybody. My name is Kevin Rutledge, and I'm from Illinois. I've been a founder at OnPassive since October of 2018. I turned 60 last June. I retired a few years ago after 27 years of carpentry. I started working online 13 years ago, and I was looking for a way to make some extra money, and I knew my body wasn't going to last forever. And I was fortunate. I found somebody who was honest and ethical, and he was been marketing for quite some time. And he taught me a ton. He basically taught me relationship marketing. I come from the know, like, and trust school, and I learned a lot. And the only downside of that really was, implementation seemed to be one of my problems. And but the other downside was time. Most people don't have that kind of time, or they won't take the time to improve a situation that they need to get out of. And I fell into that. I fell into that for 10, 12-year run of jumping from this to that and making a buck here and making a buck there. Really just hungry enough
baby.
to get to that place where I needed to get to make a real difference. Okay, so Alan sends me an email one day and I open it and I'm not in a real good place because I've been chewed up and spit out and I was about done with it all. And that's how I got here. I got a job right about the same time I got that email. I went back a little bit and I did a little timeline thing, and I got this. I got hired at a hotel as an engineer. They call them hotel maintenance, what I call them. And that kept me busy for that first year. So I didn't really look at what I had. And when I finally did realize what we have here, I had a little trouble sleeping. And I'm not a marketer, I'm not a promoter, and I don't, I'm not a good salesman. And so this all, it all works really well for me because the automation, that's what caught my eye, was automation. A little bit on the lazy side, believe it or not, being retired. And I found so much more than just an opportunity, just a way to make a few bucks, fill in the cracks, as I said. I found an honest and integrity-filled company and a group of people with that are like-minded, that want to make real change, and they realize that they have a real opportunity, maybe for the first time in their lives. And I am more excited than I look. I have a little trouble sometimes showing excitement. But I'll tell you what, I'm a kid in a candy store. I'm having a great time. I'm fortunate to be co-hosting this show tonight with a gentleman I met from Philadelphia. Cedric spoke to my heart. First time I heard him speak, that's happened over and over as I meet people in this organization, and I'll tell you what, I consider myself blessed beyond measure. I'd like to introduce my co-host, Mr. Cedric Flowers. We call him the voice. I love him. You're going to love him too. Mr. Cedric, what'd you do today, brother?
Thank you, Kevin. How you doing? How everyone doing? Appreciate everyone coming out. Like Kevin, my co-host, I was looking for a way to make extra money. First of all, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was bus driver out in the airport, a company called First Transit, but got laid off due to the pandemic. And got introduced to a good company, great company called OnPassive, by a great friend of mine, may he rest in peace, Mr. Fred Curtis Lanswager. He introduced me to this great company back in June of 2020. And it was the best birthday gift I ever received in my life, signing up with OnPassive. It's a dream come true. You know, I've been looking for Mr. Ashman Farr for a long time. You know, Warren Buffett, he put it best. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And I wasn't trying to do that, not trying to do that. OnPassive stops all of that, you know, because all I was doing, it seemed like I was just running in place, you know, wasn't getting anywhere. Yeah, I had some good jobs, good pay, to be honest with you. You know, I'm not going to get started with that minimum wage, but I always made pretty good wages. You know, I always was part of a union. So unions always took care of us. You know, some people had problems with unions, but it was great for me. But nevertheless, it was always a blessing to be a part of OnPassive, because I done met through this pandemic more people in my 60 years on this earth than I ever have in my life. You know, I call my computer a open portable airport, because I go all over the world. OnPassive is in 212 countries. You know, this time last year, I knew nothing about Papua New Guinea. Now I'm doing presentations in Papua New Guinea. I know people in Papua New Guinea, you know, Cameroon, Australia, Germany, Switzerland, Russia, Portugal, Spain, you name it, you know, OnPassive is in there. That's a great thing. You know, I can say I know people all over the world. That means a lot to me. You know, Mr. Ashman Farr is a blessing and a privilege and an honor to share the vision that he has. You know, I can't wait to meet him in person. You know, he got a not only a cheesesteak coming, but he got a big hug, handshake. You know, see, this is the best olive branch in the world. You know, I think about this all the time. My grandmother, may she rest in peace, she said something that it stuck with me. You know, she always said, before I tell you something wrong, I won't tell you nothing at all. So I tell people that's new people that came here, or whoever invited you to this webinar, please give them a handshake, a hug, a kiss, because they love you very much. You know, signing up with OnPassive be the best day in your life. You know, if you know anything better than OnPassive, please let me know. You know, we have about over 890,000 founders in OnPassive. We all can't be wrong. You know, you see the faces out, I call these webinars Hollywood squares. You see the faces in these squares, it'll be hard pressed to disappoint these faces. This cannot be what some naysayers would say, scams and all. Look at the faces of these people in these squares. How could it be? Can't hurt these people's hearts. This is the best company in the world. You know, who else is doing what Ashman Farr is doing? You know, Microsoft, Google, Facebook. None of them are you couldn't even call yourself a founder in a company. You know, this is a people's company. You know, this is your company. And Ashman Farr is laid out the platform. I call him Picasso. You know, who would do this? You know, this is the best thing in the world. So, Kev, I'm gonna just I don't know if you want me to do my presentation or what. I'll be glad to do it.
Sure, you need a minute or two to set up, or you ready to go? How you want to do it?
Okay, give me a second here.
Okay. I Dirk has a question for us in the chat. I can go ahead and answer that real quick, though. It's, can someone who joins after global launch as a reseller build his own team? And the short answer to that is yes, absolutely. There'll be resellers that come in and build huge teams. Hope that answers your question. That's a
Hey,
so.
Kevin and Cedric. Kevin,
Yes, sir.
while Cedric's doing that, why don't you promote his big Sunday, what's coming up, Cedric?
Hey, I can do that. That was the 12th, wasn't it? I posted it up there. Let me take a look.
Yes.
Do we have a time? I don't know if this post I had a time on
I think it was 12 o'clock, he said.
it. Okay, so June. Everyone is invited to the second Lewis Black Lloyd annual cookout on Sunday, September 12th. It will be from noon till 7 in Philadelphia, PA. It's 5189 North, 52nd and Lancaster Avenue. Yours truly will be giving an OnPassive presentation. That would be from Cedric. And along with some other fellow OnPassive founders, speakers, bring your family and friends out for a fantastic day if you're in the area. And we will have some coverage on Zoom as well. So we'll have some links for you guys to follow when you're the underwear crowd, we'll call it. How's that go, Chris? Everywhere in your underwear, right?
Everywhere Kevin is in his underwear. That's the
Everywhere in
thing
your
I get,
underwear.
Kevin.
There's a nice ring to it. Yeah, I mean, where else can you have this much fun, right? All righty. I had a pretty good day today. I had a better day yesterday. I was talking to a business owner. I know I made his day. Perked up right away when I told him a few things about what OnPassive could do for his business. A lot of fun. I do. I have a lot of fun. I was out with the dog, out walking the dog. So I don't know if you, most people don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm 6'6" and the better part of 300 pounds. So I fill up a door pretty good. And I try not to come off intimidating. I try to laugh a lot, smile as much as I can, because I don't want to seem intimidating. And you know, I have a little bit of luck. Especially, I have a little better luck with the dog, out doing the belly thing. But I really enjoy that. I really talking to, you know, people, and you know, just this old boy had a mowing business, and been doing well. He, word of mouth, it served him really well, and you know, so I shared a card with him and a little bit of time, and it was fun. He was a young guy, you know, maybe 30 something. You know, I would have had this opportunity when I was 30. It would have been life changing then as well as now. It's still going to be life changing. I guess when you get a little bit older, you wish you were younger. But anyway, this thing's going to be life changing, and it's not going away anytime soon. This is it's been done right from the beginning. It's been done right. It's so important for longevity. Price you pay for doing it right is time. But that's what we want. We want it done right. Mr. Cedric, looks like you're in good shape there, brother.
Okay, Kev, thank you. Okay, everyone, once again, my name is Cedric Flowers. I will be introducing you to a brand new, amazing opportunity called OnPassive. You will want to watch this. Are you looking for a way to make extra money? Have you tried MLM, network marketing, affiliate marketing? How many hours a day do you spend on the internet? Do you have a Facebook account? Do you buy on Amazon? How did it work out for you? Did you make a lot of money and walk across the stage with that big cardboard check? Or did you make some money and just said life is good? Did you make some money, but the people you brought in did not make any? In fact, most lost money and you were very disappointed. Or were you one who tried and tried to make money but never did? Or perhaps were you the lucky one and never tried it? Well, have I got some awesome news for you? What if there was a real company licensed and registered in 212 countries in the world? What if their product were products you used every day? What if this company did all the work for you, did all the recruiting, did all the selling of the product, did everything 100%, and then paid you the money for doing it? What if it provided you with time and freedom and abundance living? What if it provided you with generational wealth? What if it even made you money while you were sleeping? You say, is there such a company? What is the name of this company? I say, yes, there is. And the name is OnPassive. The company is called OnPassive. OnPassive is a global IT company driven by the latest artificial intelligence and machine learning technology. OnPassive is not an MLM or network marketing company. It is a licensed and registered company in 212 countries around the world. OnPassive is currently valued at 5.5 billion US dollars, which qualifies us as a unicorn company. In business terms, a unicorn company is usually a startup tech company which achieves more than $1 billion in revenue in their first 10 years of business, doing something that has never been done before. OnPassive will achieve this status shortly after launch. We already have over 890,000 founding members who saw the vision, and we're growing by 1,000 founding members a day. The real gem of OnPassive is our great CEO, Ash Mafaro. Yes, he is brilliant. He has went to Harvard. Yes, he has figured out the online world. And yes, he has over 20 years of experience. But did you know he has a smile the size of Texas and a heart to help people that is even bigger than that? Ash is simply amazing, and he wants to help you in the online world. OnPassive is changing the world one person at a time, starting with Mr. Ash Mafaro. Ash is absolutely a true leader. He's very approachable, very energetic, he's friendly, very intelligent, and funny like no other. And best of all, Ash wants patience team members to win big time with him. Do you have what it takes to join him? Mr. Ash Mafaro had a vision to use the internet to change the world since July 2018. He wants to contribute by turning poverty into prosperity around the globe. He has a very big heart for humanity. OnPassive is hiring new staff members every day. Quite simply, our tech team is the best of the best in the industry. We will have around 1,000 employees at the time of launch. OnPassive is the correction to the corruption. OnPassive has a full-fledged legal department registered and compliant in 212 countries. This is a real big deal. OnPassive executive headquarters in America is in Orlando, Florida, to your right here. OnPassive operational headquarters in Hyderabad, high-tech city, also known as the Silicon Valley of India. home to 600 to 700 of our top programmers in the world. What products and services does OnPassive offer? Well, over time, OnPassive will have over 50 products, but right here on the screen, we have the 20 product portfolio of 2021, starting with O'Cademy, O'Mail, O'Post, O'Capture, O'Virtual, O'Bless, O'Connect, O'Wallet, O'Create, O'Dit, O'Shop, O'Counting, O'Net, O'Chat, O'Lead, O'Staff, O'Trem, O'Tracker, O'Peer, and O'Domain. OnPassive will appeal not only to individuals, but also to the masses, like churches, charities, businesses, entertainers, influencers, restaurants, you name it, and they can use OnPassive, small, medium, and large enterprises. Now, currently, we are in pre-launch. Next, we will go into the soft launch, which we'll be doing a beta testing on the products. Finally, we will go into the official launch to the public once the OnPassive tech and legal team gives the green light in 2021. The company will drive targeted traffic to your website, which will build your business for you, and you never have to advertise ever. Like the great philanthropist Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So you might as well earn while you sleep. OnPassive is offering you exactly that. Now let's recap. Over to your left are the 20 portfolio products of 2021. And in the OnPassive community, we have an acronym called CAPMO. The C stands for Complete Digital Online Solution. The A is for Automatic Artificial Intelligence. The T is for Traffic, but targeted traffic. The M is for Money, like we all love, which gives us time, freedom, and abundance living. The O, of course, is for OnPassive, which will provide us generational wealth, residual income, sales funnels, landing pages, autoresponders, and much more. And some other notes to consider for OnPassive is that OnPassive is a plug and play system all done for you. They will build you one new sales funnel every day using artificial intelligence. There's no recruiting ever. The software upgrades are always free, and you'll be entering a great community of friends. If you are in it, you will win. Secure your founding member positions with OnPassive for just $97 plus $5 credit card fee. We recommend that you utilize the card options as you will get activated immediately. Once the soft launch starts, the price will increase. Founders will do a beta testing on the products. We will get to do a test run on them to see if everything is working properly. This is when the magic starts to happen. The company begins to build your customer base for you, where you will begin to fall in love with all the new products that you have. Once the soft launch starts, OnPassive will run massive marketing campaigns using artificial intelligence, machine learning to get customers signed up in your business. These customers are actively looking for the products and services OnPassive and you have to offer. The day the public launch starts, no more founders positions will be offered ever for any amount of money. This is when the customers and resellers will come on board. If you're a founder, you will smile and activate your founder's old wallets because you love them apples. The non-founders will not be very happy because they did not become a founder. OnPassive has a unique patented pay plan. We all get paid in real time in any currency we choose, including crypto, through our World Bank old wallet. Now, the founders will pay a one-time subscription fee of about $250 to $300 to activate our accounts as customers and resellers. This will be taken out of your pocket one time, and the subscriptions after that will come out of your profit. This means that you will never need to worry about the monthly subscriptions because the company simply has a system that will deduct the next month's subscriptions from our commissions earned from the customers they place under us. This is unheard of. We will have two wallets, a funding wallet and an O wallet. Before payouts of commissions, founders and customers will have a complete KYC. Will have to complete, a KYC. Know your customers, ensuring your correct identity, which will be your ID as a driver's license, a passport number, as well as facial recognition will be required to activate your old wallet. This is where commissions will be paid out in real time. OnPassive will have every product, every tool, and every service you will ever need to be successful in business, online or offline. It is all done for you. You just set it and forget it, just like a self-driving car. OnPassive will build you wealth. It will allow you to earn residual income for life, which just keeps growing. It will allow you to create a family dynasty for generations to come and will leave a legacy you can be very proud of. Now, I recommend that you get back to the person that brought you to this incredible opportunity and thank them, and then register with them using the link that they will provide to you to become a founder today. Trust me, it is a decision you will never, ever forget or regret. Remember, if you are in it, you will win. Please visit our website at www.onpassive.com. My name is Cedric Flowers. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you, sir. Another excellent performance as usual.
Thank you.
Did have one question come up while you were speaking, and as always, it always gets away. There it is. Question on the number of founders in the back office, the counter, I think is what we're referring to, fluctuating a bit. I don't think there's any cause for alarm there. I think that's just the way things are with that, with the back office and with counters in general. It's going to fluctuate a little bit. It's a lot of fun if you're trying to catch a particular number. You want to have some fun some night, wait for your number to come around and screenshot it. But yeah, it's going to fluctuate a little bit. No big deal there. I didn't see anything else in the chat. As usual, not many questions to answer. Chris, did you have anything you needed to add, or Marty?
Well, Kevin, I always like to add something. Number one, Cedric, always enjoy your presentation. I've seen it. I think it's been About 25 times I've watched Cedric's presentation. I think he's in the top 5 best presenters out there. I really think like he did it last week without the screen. I thought that was very interesting. So very proud of you, Cedric. Very proud of you, Kevin, for stepping up to the plate and doing something like this. And just let you all know, I don't have to tell you. You all know you're in the greatest place in the world. I know you're being very patient to let this happen. That's part of being a founder is patience. Everything in life is about being patient. We all know that in our lifetimes, we've rushed something and we usually end up tripping and falling. We rushed to learn how to ride the bike and boom, we went down. We rushed how to swim and boy, we went under. You get what I'm saying? Ash Mafara is not going to rush things to make people happy. What he's going to do is he's going to do it right to make sure that we're legacies. Just remember that. That's all I got, Kevin.
Divine intention that she would be there. It was almost like
Thank you, Dundee.
Marty, I know you got something on your mind.
she's there for a reason. And she gets the kids away. And literally with
Maybe not. Maybe he's tied up with something.
Oh, somebody
You
muted.
know, it's easy. Go ahead, Cedric. You have something?
just horribly
I thought Chris was ready to say something. I think they muted him.
Oh, is Chris trying to tell us something on mute?
Barbara said to me,
You was trying to say something, wasn't
I was saying, Lisa, I don't know if she's saying something, but it sounded like a television. I muted her, but she took her, she's back muted again. All right. Nope. I think Marty Garnell's always got something to say. Hey, big brother.
He's not listening.
No, I'm very shy and I don't talk much. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna try the David Switzer move. I've been very shy. I don't like talking. Anyway, Cedric, great job. You and
Thank you,
Kevin
Mark.
make a great team, and yeah, you get better at it every time. I wasn't there when you won it without the slides, but I heard you did a good job there too. In fact, you didn't even know the slides weren't there, did you?
I did.
That's what I heard. No, I mean, we're here to share this with as many people as we can. It's not just about numbers. It's about, I want like you do, Cedric, when it's all said and done, we did the best we could. We shared with as many people as we could. You plant the seed. You can't make people do anything. I hear in a lot of webinars, the Q&A and everything. I've been trying to convince them, and I can't, man, whatever you do, don't try to convince anybody. Just give the information and walk away, right? I mean, just let them know you're there for them, answer the questions they have. But once you get to the other end, when you go past that point of sharing, then we sound like an MLM. So it's just better to share it. And I've seen, remember this, David from Papua New Guinea, 6 months before he got in. And I just did a little seed, a little bit of watering, a little bit of fertilizer. And then when he saw it, it was lights out. Absolutely lights out. That goes the same with everybody. Very few people see it for the first time and say, oh, I gotta have it. I did, but you know, I've been through a lot of crap, so I had an idea what I was looking for. But somebody that came on or been burnt or doesn't trust anybody, which you can't blame them. It sounds too good to be true. I'm not doing that, but we find out as we're in here long enough, it is good, real good, and it is true. And the fun part about this whole ride, it's better than any of us think. It's 10 times better than any of us think. I know that for a fact. There's times when I'm thinking about what one more thing that he adds and one more thing that he adds. And you go, oh my God, where's the end of this? There is no end. We will be the internet. Everybody looks at, you know, where do you go? Where do you get customers? Where do you go? When you become the main thing online, people are coming to you. You don't have to go search for anybody. We're going to get tens of thousands of people just from the viral effect, just because of the seeds that were planted. Those blogs you see from the company, those are seeds. The stuff you see on LinkedIn, those are seeds. Stuff you see on YouTube, Those are seats. And when this thing goes and the bell goes off, people are gonna shoot all over the place. Oh my God, what is this? What is this? And really, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that 40,000 people a day join OnPassive. So the next time you worry about your three, think of something else to worry about, because three is gonna be a joke. Anyway, I told you I don't like talking much, so you squeezed it out of me.
Yeah, we know you're kind of shy.
Doing great, doing great.
You know, I know who's not shy. It's Pam Turner. She's not very shy, and I know that she's got a coffee meet or something coming up, right, Pam? You got a face-to-face you're doing?
I do. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock in Port Perry. So anybody in the Greater Toronto area, if you like traveling a bit, couple-hour drive, whatever, it's all good. We want all of you there. Anybody that can make it. I know I'm talking to the a bunch of US people too, but there's a lot of the Canadians here. So, yeah, it's at 11 o'clock, and the address is 175 Water Street. It's called Palmer Park. I'm going to get a big old box of Timmy's and a couple of donuts and muffins, and everybody meet up. I know I'm so excited. Holly Cherry is in the Toronto area from Alberta. So she's the one who started it all. She said, hey, let's do it. It's like, okay, let's do this. So we've got Sandra Fletcher coming, and Listra's going to be there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to bring a few people down from my end, and people are coming from that end. And anyways, I also, I was just cruising through Facebook a little bit while Cedric was talking, and I was listening, but I saw something that really, it fits. Apparently in Orangeville, they've just done a new crosswalk, and they've put feathers across the road, 7 feathers. And it's very meaningful. It's, I guess the Indigenous, they have 7 grandfather teachings. And I think it applies to OnPassive as well. The teachings are wisdom, love, respect, bravery, honesty, humility, and truth. And I think it applies. So I just wanted to share that as well. Hope you see everybody at coffee, and thanks, Kevin and Cedric. That was an awesome presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. That was, and you wouldn't mind putting that in the chat, would you? Those 7 points, those are awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's just fun. I don't know about you guys. You know a little of my story. I started online 13 years ago when I met Alan Cousins, and he taught me a ton of stuff. And and I'll just be straight with you, man. I didn't apply it. Okay, I got in the learn mode, and I was having fun pretending to be in business, I guess is a good way to put it. I'd make a little bit of money here, and I was learning a lot. I was having a lot of fun. I was never really hungry enough. I wasn't, thank God, I wasn't in a horrible situation that I had to get out of, or at least I didn't think I was. But then age happens, time goes by. 12 years just evaporated. And, I got to a point where I was, medically, I couldn't leave the house for a minute. I was kind of tied to the house for about 2 or 3 months. And, man, I was never so glad that, I had something that could bring in a couple bucks. And what I was doing is, somebody was talking about the other night, doing a little bit of affiliate marketing, working with affiliate networks, and running traffic at, at offers, trying to pick the right offer and make the right ad, and, get an ROI out of the deal, and, we talked about it a little bit. It's not easy. It's a moving target, like Marty says. It's the best example or best description I've ever heard was a moving target. Everything's moving. The offer or the opportunity or the product or the offer, the ad, constantly changing the audience, all of it. not easy. So what we have here, I call it a gift. And I truly believe it's a gift. Done for you system. I've been looking for a done for you system since I started. That's why I jumped from shiny object to shiny object. There's always something quicker, better, faster out there. That's why, when Alan sent me that email and I opened it up and started reading it, it was like, if it hadn't come from Alan, it probably would have ended up in the trash. It's been exciting to watch it come together, to be a small part of it. The only thing I regret about joining OnPassive is the time it took me to realize what I had. That first, I don't know, 8, 9 months, whatever it was. But I didn't know what I had because I missed that journey. See, that's the thing. That's what a lot of people are missing is, yeah, money's great, all of it, but you can't replace the memory. I know I've got some, some history, some memories that, that are, dear to me, that are, like, I was fortunate, I was fortunate. I had a good partner. I had, a good wife. Period of my life where I was raising kids, the money was, we never had more than we needed, but we had everything we needed. You know what I mean? We just didn't have a lot of abundance. But I was able to provide for my family, to raise my kids. I mean, I'm fortunate. A lot of people don't have that. Listen to my mentor story, what he had to go through, why he came online, and what he was looking to get out of. It's not a good situation at all. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of people that desperately need what we have, whether they realize it or not. So I encourage you to just keep sharing the word. That's what I do. One of the things I've tried lately is I've asked people. I said, "What would you do if you didn't have to go to work tomorrow? What if you had your bills paid? You didn't have to go to work tomorrow. What'd you do? Not play guitar, or you're an artist, or you just want more time with your kids? What's taking up that time? At 40 hours a week, what could you be doing instead? It's not that hard to replace somebody's bills, pay somebody's bills. It's not that hard to replace a monthly income. But what I mean, if we look at North America and Canada, it's even easier other places. This is going to do tremendous things globally. Mr. DeLone, I'm sorry I rattled on as long as I did. What's on your mind, buddy?
Yeah, hello everyone. I want to talk to you. I want to say, Marty, I thank you for having my back, mostly from the first time you heard me. It was pretty awful. And I'm thinking about the O-Founders site now. With at Christmas, want everyone to join me is have a cup of hot chocolate with those mini marshmallows and put a candy cane in it and stir it up and drink and think of OnPassive. Oh, that's just like heaven.
You like that marshmallow analogy, don't you?
It's beautiful.
I do too. Always a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure.
Ash definitely has the craziest things he says, like kissing a marshmallow. It's like for that kid.
Yeah, the kissing the marshmallow.
I like drinking water too. You can drink water. You can do what we do.
You know what? William just made that so poetic. how he said that. I almost started crying how he said that. How his answer was perfect. It's beautiful. Way to go, William. Thanks for that, buddy. I needed that.
You start doing that.
You know what I need, Chris? I'm not gonna say it. That's never-
So hoping you would. All righty, kids. Somebody's got something on their mind. I know it.
We had a lot of webinars last few weeks.
Yeah.
Unleash. People got questions. I know it.
Yep, right up.
Sherwayne in attendees list has his hand up.
I am
Sherwayne,
trying to promote. See if Zoom's gonna cooperate with me. I can ask to unmute, see if that works.
he's unmuted. Talking's permitted. And I asked him if he wants to be promoted to the panel. He hasn't responded yet.
David Otto is ready.
David, sir. You're muted, buddy. There you go.
How's that?
There you go. What?
There you go.
Welcome.
Okay, I watched a video that Alan Cousins did, and it's about attention, right? And the haters are really coming out. So, I mean, they're coming at me, and I just thank them for the attention because I pay none to them.
Big deal, brother.
Yeah,
If they're coming at you, that means you're making a difference.
that means I'm doing something right.
That's the
Oh.
fact, you know.
I just ignore them, and I add more to my comment. And well, there was one, he just went away. So yeah, I just thank them for coming at me because they're giving me the attention and they're not getting any from me. So they're doing me a favor.
Well, I like what, you know, this is a public forum. I don't want to get too much into it, but I like what, you know, Ash, our CEO said about such a thing. You know, it's in short, man, just stay on the high road, you know. Forward's forward, and you know, we know who we are. We know what we are. You know, and I've been looking at this thing for a long time, and I've heard it said many different ways, and I don't even give that stuff the time of day. It's ridiculous. Anybody with any common sense knows that this kind of thing, number one, it's never happened before. Very unlikely to ever happen again. If you can't see that, you can't see it. I mean, and yeah, it's awesome. You know, it's what Alan, you know, says. You know, if you're not making any waves, you know, you're not causing anybody to, you're not ruffling any feathers, and you're not making a difference. So good on you. Thanks for sharing. There's somebody who we better keep a close eye on. That guy right there. He looks a little shady. Mr. Davis, how are you, sir?
Cowboy fame.
That's right. Don't ever forget it. You're talking about people getting on you. I've on a lot of my posts. Thanks, Cedric, for sharing so many of my posts and that. But I have one guy that got on my post and it says, "You write something that is not true." And I said, "Well, what is that?" He says, "You have on there, remember this one thing will always remain true. There's no one in this world more blessed and loved than you." He says, "You don't even know all the people that you're talking to on here." I said, "I might not know everybody." I says, "But everybody is loved by somebody." And he came back, he says, "Well, that might be true, but still you don't know me." And I said, "Well, I've never met you in person." I said, "But I want you to know I love you as a brother." And he came back, he says, "Well, thank you for your response." He says, "I really enjoyed it. It seems like we've talked before in the past, and I don't even know who he is or anything. But you know, they come at us and say all kinds of stuff, and I get all kinds of, and I'll usually just hide them on any of the posts that I'm on. They'll come on with their Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff, and I hide them, and then I get all the Facebook messages, and they'll ask me about this. Well, uh, you need to get into Bitcoin. No, you need to get into OnPassive. One of them told me, said, "Well, I'm in OnPassive." I said, "You are?" And they said, "Well, no, not yet, but I'm building a team to get on OnPassive." So, but I appreciate your presentation, Cedric. You did an awesome job, even though you're an Eagles fan.
Thank you, Davis. I appreciate it. I knew I was gonna get that. You and Milo, boy, but y'all cool though. Y'all still my boys.
Yeah, yeah. But really, this is an awesome opportunity for everyone. And I was at a softball tournament all weekend, and I met with one of the directors of FASTA, which is Fast Pitch Softball Association for the South. Like he's fixing to be joining, and they might start live streaming once it's up and running. Start live streaming the World Series through OnPassive, and that would be awesome because I don't know how it is where you're at, but softball is a big money maker here. We was there from 10 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, and that park was full. I mean, there was I think 8 or 10 games going all the time. So I'm working on it at that end, and so I think it's going to be an awesome deal for all the sports as far as high school and where the kids have to pay, because man, that stuff ain't cheap. It's like $1,700 for high school softball now. And that stuff gets kind of expensive on these families. So hopefully we'll be able to help a lot of them out. Enjoyed the show.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure. What's on your mind, Mr. Cedric?
I mean, it's always on passive, this is the great place to be. Only place I'd rather be. But anybody else want to speak or got anything to say?
Chris is pointing at somebody, and he's pointing right at Pam on my screen.
Joyce Hicks has something to say, and here she comes, my Michigan girl, Joyce Hicks. Come on, tear us up there, Joyce.
Not even my screen.
It's Chris. Thank you so much. Oh, my man, my brother from another mother. Yes. Love you guys. Great job, Cedric. Yes. Thank you so much. And Kevin. Yes, you guys are awesome. Wow, Chris, you just got me. You always hit me. But I'm just really excited. I love OnPassive. I love everything that it's doing, how it's really changed my life and changed my thought process, and how I've met so many awesome people. And Curtis, I just love what you just said about sports and how OnPassive would be able to help so many people. That's a great idea. Never even thought about that. So I just love OnPassive because every time I get on and every time I'm here, I'm always learning something new, learning something different. And, so many ideas are coming across, and it just gives you so much to think about. Ash McFire has really changed the lives of so many people. He's changed my life. And I know just with this program, it's going to be so amazing for so many people. I mean, I'm just excited, and I continue to share the business. Every single day I'm doing something. I know Ash says, whatever you do, do something every day that involves your business. So I'm making sure that I do that. And I'm excited to meet everyone in person. I just can't wait to meet you guys and have a big celebration for OnPassive and wherever we are, all over the world. So this is just awesome. And I'm just waiting for Chris to set up something for Michigan so we can have a big shindig in Michigan. Like, we're ready. I want to do that. Yes. So we can do something like that for sure. Yeah. But I don't even have to wait for Chris. I can do it myself. I'll just grab Marty because I know Marty's eyes, on my side. So
there you go. Take the reins. How
there
close
you
are
go.
you?
I'm in Jackson, and Chris is, where are you in? Warren, I think.
Warren, Michigan.
Yeah, we're about an hour to 2 hours away from each other. So, and then Peters in Michigan. So there's so many people in Michigan. So we can do this, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Great, that's
Yeah.
great.
But yes, but
What's your little background, Joyce?
oh, I'm on the beach now. It's one of the virtual backgrounds.
No, I mean,
and-
like your history.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's okay. I'm a comedian, so I just like to make myself laugh and make you all laugh. I am a therapist. I do social work and counseling. So that is my background, helping people always. So, I would love to. Yeah, that's what I do on the side sometimes. But yeah, that's what I do for that's my background is social work and counseling. Definitely.
So now knowing that, what's one of the things on your list? Where's your heart?
One of the things at my heart is, as Chris knows, is the homeless, and also women and children, so many teenagers. I would love to set up a youth center as well too for youth, because we always get the negative part of everything that people are doing. And I think if we promote the positive and give them something to do, something to look forward to, teach them how to be successful in life and how to succeed, and give them tools that they will be successful. So, there's women, children, youth, and the homeless. There's many more. My church and missions. So I could just keep going on and on and on. But yes,
it's easy to come up with that grocery list, isn't it?
Absolutely, it
And I
is.
know you're an angel.
Oh, well, thank you.
I know you're an angel, but I know you're one of Chris's angels too. Right?
Yeah, one of Chris's angels. Yes, I'm on his list, but I'm an angel.
I knew you'd be in that close. I knew you were an angel. But you see, you have 500, Chris? So you have 500?
Yeah, I think it's over 500. I don't count. I just keep adding.
That's awesome.
I mean, how cool is that?
That's
to be
cool.
a part of that, to be a part of something like that. I mean, I'll tell you guys, I'm on cloud 9. Never been happier in my life. The only thing I just, I know there's a time limit, and I just hope I get to see as much of it as I can, because this thing's going way past me. Okay. I see Mr. Sales is over there with us. Hamp, how you doing tonight, brother?
What's going on, good people? How y'all doing?
Glad to have you.
What's up, Hamp?
Good. It's good to be here. Good to be here. I got a couple things to say. Just a couple. All right. First of all, Cedric, I got your back, brother. Great presentation once again. I don't know how many that is, but always, very informative. You know what I mean? A great job. Okay. Secondly, you kind of dissed on Curtis. Cowboy fans, me, Curtis, Milo. Okay, so we can't have that said. We know you Philly, baby, but hey,
y'all go get it every time for me.
The stars come out every night. You may not see them, but they come out every night. I promise you. Okay, so that's just that. There you go. All right, but no, I just wanted to let you guys know, because I've been distant for a little while. My wife put me on passive jail. Okay, because we hadn't had any time. We had this long weekend and everything, so we went on a vacation, went down to Charleston and Mount Pleasant, and did a little fishing and stuff like that. So you know me, I jump on Chris. I follow Chris. Chris follows Marty, and we just kind of roll, because I'll hit Chris. Where we at? We're going to Croatia. All right, so we go to Croatia, and then I did sneak. She went to sleep, and so I did get to sneak and do the Papua New Guinea. So don't tell her. She know.
Yeah. Hey, don't tell him I fell asleep too.
You fell asleep. But yeah, I did
best.
catch Brother David in Papua New Guinea. And Chris, I heard you did something too. I caught the tail end. I heard everybody going, you did a great job. I didn't see it. Sorry, my brother. I would have been there for you. But like I said, I was in jail, in OnPassive jail from the missus. She wanted to spend some time, and which, rightfully so, you know what I mean? So I just want to let you guys know that I hadn't forgotten about you guys or anything like that. I'm back. It's coming, Chris.
Better believe it. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
June Buckingham. How are we tonight? You're muted, hon. There you go.
I was trying. Okay, Cedric, I'm with you. I am an Eagles fan, heart to heart, green to green. It's all the way. Forget those Cowboys.
There
They
you
can
go.
be squished.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Yep. I'm in, and I live in Texas, so it's a little hard. But the more I move around and meet people, there's not a lot of Eagle or Dallas Cowboy fans out here. But on passive, to me, I'm sorry, Cedric, I missed your presentation tonight. I just got home from work. I worked this whole weekend, so I haven't been doing too much because I work from 7 to 7. By the time I get home, I'm exhausted because I deliver groceries to people's houses from Walmart. The waters are the worst. Picking up 40 things of water and trying to get them to their store, to their front door is kind of exhausting. But passive to me is, I can't even explain it. It's so much, it's taken so much of me. I can't even explain it because it just means so much to me. And I'm going to be able to do so much for the community here in Port Neches, the homeless, we've all heard there's the churches, just foundations. We have so much homeless around here. It's not funny. Because of COVID, a lot of people have lost their homes. And the food banks are always, needing money. And that is my one priority, is make sure no child goes hungry. And that includes adults, because if the adults go to bed hungry, they can't really, it makes them harder to take care of their youngins. But that's, I have my personal goals I have to take care of first, but that is on my other list that I want to do. And OnPassive is going to help many of us, many of us fulfill our dreams and our goals that we've been trying to do for a very long time. I know I have for the past 20 years. I've been trying to do something online, and we've all been through that. Oh, here we go again. And my family, I'm sure they found out that I'm in OnPassive, and they're not backing me, but that's okay. I don't expect them, because I've spent a lot of money and a lot of time on other opportunities that just don't fit. And number one on my list is to go get me new teeth. That is number one. I'm going to go get me new teeth so I can smile again. People won't judge me because my teeth are bad. So, but thanks everybody for listening to me. I had some, I'm sorry, Cedric, I missed the whole thing, but I'm sure it was awesome. I'm sure.
No worries.
The recording so I go watch it. All right, bye for now, guys. Love you guys.
Thank you, dear. You're in the right place. Virginia, what's on your mind, dear?
Hello, everyone from the land down under. The home of Vegemite and kangaroos. Oh, Cedric, the presentation was great. I really enjoyed it. I'm sorry I was a little bit late getting on, but what OnPassive has done for me, or is doing, is wow. I'm overwhelmed by what the opportunities are with OnPassive. And I'm a registered nurse, and my speciality was dementia and community care. And I've been thinking, alongside the products that I design and will be having made, I would like to reach the people who live at home alone. And this is so sad. There are so many elderly people and younger people who have early onset dementia, and they are home alone and they are at risk. And there are so many families that just don't bother, and it's sad. So I would like to set up a program and reach as many people as I can to teach them about how to care for, how to care for a person who lives at home alone. And these people, if we can help these people stay at home, we keep them out of residential facilities where a lot of them just give up and die. And I've seen that happen because I've worked in a lot of facilities, and so often there were people who were just dumped by their families because these people were greedy. Often they were children, wanted the money from the home, dumped the parent in the nursing home and kept the money from the sale of the house. So I want to help keep these people at home, and I hope to educate people anywhere in the world about the care, the proper care, and how to initiate help for someone who lives at home alone. And I'd love to do this from the platform OnPassive, because this is my golden opportunity. And I'm blessed, I'm lucky. And I've got 4 beautiful kids who are doing it tough. So I'm going to give them a place in OnPassive, and I'm going to keep people out of facilities because these are beautiful people. I looked after them for 20, 30 odd years, and I managed for a company something called community aged care packages, which keeps people in their homes and out of facilities. And this is the sort of thing I would like to set up through OnPassive. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening. And thanks OnPassive for giving me this opportunity. And I'm grabbing it with both hands and I'm running with it. So that's all for now. Thanks, everyone. And have a great night.
Thank you, dear. We enjoy hearing you always have your plate full of what you want to do. And I think it's awesome. You're organized. You're already started. You know, you're going to do great things. I know that. I know that already.
Thanks, Kevin.
Also, Judy would like to connect with you, I think, and put a chat or a note in the chat. So I wanted to draw your attention to that. Make sure you saw that. Wants to connect and wants to know a little bit more about your projects. I'm sure there's probably others too. Mr. Johnson.
All right, Kevin, thank you. This is the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to say something. I'm going to tell you something that you've never heard on a Zoom before. And I want you to really, really pay attention to what I'm going to say. Okay. Hemp just said something that I get quite a few texts and phone calls a day about. All right. OnPassive is a great thing, but your relationship is a lot better. What's happening now that I'm getting a lot of people talking to me is either the wife or the husband. You're on Zooms. You know me. I'm on anywhere from 11 to 16 Zooms a week. All right. I'm good. My daughter gets mad at me. But to you married people, all right, we know a lot of our spouses don't agree or they don't want, but don't let that get in the way of your relationship. And I'm really telling you this from my heart because it can. Pay attention to your spouse. All right. You could do a Zoom here and there. You don't have to be consumed in Zooms every day, especially if you're married. All right. Pay attention to your wife. Pay attention to your husband. I think if you pay attention to them more, because we know how exciting it is to get on some of these Zooms, you'll probably get a lot more, feelings. Don't ruin a relationship because you're paying attention to something else, is what I'm trying to say. I think you all know what I'm saying. A lot of you have supporting spouses, which is great. But if your wife or your husband is complaining, hey, all you're doing is Zooms. Thanks, Marty. All you're doing is Zooms. It's something to think about. And I'm being totally serious about this. You all know I went through a divorce 20 some years ago. Okay. Pay attention to your spouse. Give them the love they deserve. If they're going to complain to you that you're on Zooms every single day and you're not spending time with them, wake up. Wake up. That goes for the men and the women. All right. You're not going to miss none. You know why? Because every one of these things are recorded. All right. When you're not with your spouse, if you go somewhere and you want to kick on that recording, but my God, please pay attention to your spouse. Don't give it all. You're already giving your all to OnPassive, but remember that you have people in your family, especially your kids. But wife, I believe in happy marriages, but don't, and it will. I can tell you right now, there's at least 6 people on here that are having issues because their wife or their husband, you're not giving them the attention. That's just my personal opinion. Give them attention. You don't need to be on every single Zoom. Even if Ash is on, they're all recorded and you can catch them when you get a free chance. But just a whole different thing I've never said before that a lot of people have reached out to me. So, and I'm not no psychiatrist by any means, but my God, pay attention to the ones you love. And your life's going to be a lot happier. You already know what's coming through us. But what good is going that route when your family's going the other way? Just remember that. Just my thoughts. Sorry, Kevin.
No, not at all. Sorry. That's excellent advice. And, they always told me happy wife, happy life. I don't know what you get with a happy husband, but never played that side of it. But no, I mean, why, do everything that we're doing and, save the world and lose your family? That seems kind of silly, So yeah, keep your priorities a priority. Yeah, I think that's excellent advice. We got to take care of ourselves. My job anymore, is becoming the best me I can be. I've been on that mission for a bit. But now, I gotta, if I want to see this thing go as long as I do, if I want to see as much of it, I gotta start, I'm gonna get on the exercise machine, or take the walk that I don't want to, you know what I mean? I gotta eat the stuff I don't want to eat and stay away from the stuff I want to eat, and all that mature adult stuff we got to do to stay happy and healthy. But I think it's going to be worth it. I know it's going to be worth it. Richard, I see you there, but Sylvia is got her hand up, and our policy around here, brother. So I'll get right to you as soon as I can. But Sylvia, on your mind, dear?
Okay, Kevin, thank you so very much. I cannot open my camera because I was in the gym exercising. So I'm in the car. I just listen quietly, Chris' advice, and I say thank you to him. Thank you also to Cedric with his great voice, because it doesn't matter what we're doing. When Cedric starts his presentation, he just captures all the attention. Thank you so very much. We get the message. Even if it's the first time, we get what you are saying. So going back to Chris, thank you so much for the advice. But one thing I have to say is, women get new husband when men get new wives. OnPassive is my new husband. I love him. I love OnPassive as I love my family. So everyone has his own place. Meaning what? Meaning that in our schedule, we have family time and we have webinars OnPassive time. There is no way that we're going to get disconnected, especially if we fall in love with OnPassive. If we have the idea, if we share the vision, it's not easy. It's easy to say that we need to, stay away from webinar, or maybe cut down some webinars, but it's like an addiction. Before I figure out sometime, I'm already in the webinar. But one thing is sure is when things get better, even in the house, if it's not better now, it will get better because it's going to be for good. So OnPassive is coming to change our life for good. It's going to help me particularly to take care of those kids who are crying all over the world, especially in Africa. They don't have water. When I say water, we don't have clean water, just simple water. People are dying. People are dying from water. People are dying because we don't have roads. What can we say? Having this great opportunity is a gift to be financially free and know that we can help others. You won't believe it. We are here in America, we have everything, but in another part in the world, people are suffering. I will never thank Mr. Ash Mufare enough for bringing to the humanity this opportunity, because with Obless, we do so much. And I'm happy to know that I'll be able to help. I'll be able to assist. I'll be able to share. I'll be able to transform lives. Thank you, my dear people. I love you so much. Every time that I see you, I learn something new. And that is how life should be. We learn every day. I really appreciate your job, what you are doing. Thank you so very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Cedric.
Thank you, dear. That was, as always, very inspiring.
Yes, as always.
There's great need. There is great need, but we have, I think for the first, I think we finally have a vehicle. And, there's a little debate on whether we're going to end poverty or end famine. That's that's in my sights. I can't believe it's 2021. We're talking about famine. Come on now. We got to do better. We just got to do better. And, we got a vehicle. I believe we can do it. But if we look at the ripple effect, if we look at the seed analogy, and if we just keep lifting up and they keep lifting up and it continues, I mean, we roll the tide. We flip the table. It's a long, long, long time overdue. It excites me. I can't think of anything I'd rather be a part of. Can you think of anything you'd rather be doing on Monday night? Really? I mean, when you really think about what we're doing here, what we're trying to, spread the word about, this is historical stuff. This is the stuff that's going to be talked about for a while. Mr. Lamoth, I'm sorry for the delay, my brother. How are you?
Number one, hello to all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And Virginia, we have what we call aging at home here in my hometown. And guaranteed some of my OnPassive apples are going to go to them so that they can do more than they're doing now, because they're supported actually by the hospital, and the hospital's having hard times. So some of my apples are definitely going to go there. I've gotten a membership for the Lions Club. I've gotten membership for the Legion, for the vets. Even some of my enemies. But OnPassive means to me, there's a saying that if somebody is thirsty, give him to drink. And if somebody is hungry, give him to eat. And like I always say the first time, like my sponsors in Thailand, and him and me, we kept on going from business to business and losing and losing and losing and losing. And that one day he says to me, he says, I think we finally found something. It's the way he described it, you know. I think we finally found something. Read this, you know. So I did my phone call to Ash. And it's funny, but I don't know if other people are, I'm a spiritual man. I'm not a religious man. And what I read from what Ash was saying is, I didn't read apples and oranges. I read tables, miles of tables of food, running water, pure running water all over the place, animals in the field, fruits and vegetables in the gardens, homes over the heads of everybody, men, women, and children dancing in the streets all over the world, because they had what they don't have now. And what is shameful is, here we are in the United States and Canada, two countries that are really rich, and yet we have people that don't have any food in these big, huge countries. I mean, I understand Africa, because I've gotten two founders position for organizations in Africa and in the Philippines one. And it's shameful, really, it's shameful. I was born when there was no water in the houses, there was no electricity. And I look at the society today and I want to cry. Kids are not even talking to each other anymore. There's 6 kids sitting around a table and they're not talking, they're texting each other. How ridiculous can this world become? You know, I mean, it's shameful. And yet you see this child outside of that restaurant looking inside, wishing he could have that piece of donut that girl just threw in the garbage. We shouldn't be living like that. We're supposed to, you know, we were born to do one thing on this earth, and that's to take care of one another with love. And love means OnPassive. OnPassive, I've been here since August 18, and I've seen OnPassive go from apples and oranges, and there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. It became love. We have people from all over the world sitting in these webinars, giving each other love from their heart. This is what we were born for, with a heart full of love, loving thy neighbor, loving thy enemy. You know, get that soldier over there that's killing the kids and tell him, hey, look, throw away your gun, you're going to make more money or apples than you ever did. You know, befriend them. Instead of killing these orphans in Africa, get the orphan to befriend them and tell them, look, instead of killing me, you can have a good life. And hopefully OnPassive will do this worldwide. There's still going to be the rotten apples. But from what I can see, and every webinar I go into, I'm seeing more love being shared than apples and oranges. People are talking about love, helping this one, helping that one, helping the elderly. I know how it is, Virginia. I'm sitting here in Canada right now in my house all alone with my dog. And the only communication I have with my wife in Alabama is through Messenger. And I can't get back there because of this stupidity that's going on in this world. They're trying to take over the world and control people. And here we are OnPassive trying to do the opposite. we are the correction to the corruption.
We are. I wanted to, you said something that kind of piqued my interest. When you said you were noticing more love, and I've been noticing that too. You've been noticing the change in the tide, right? There's an attitude that is here that I've never seen anywhere else, and I think it's largely due. Well, I think it's largely due to our leader. I think it comes right from the top, and it also is largely due. We don't compete. We collaborate. We're not. It makes a world of difference when I know that I'm talking to you, and anything you do is going to benefit me, and anything I do is going to benefit you, little or large, whatever it is. It's a world of difference than if we're working for the same company, but I'm competing against you for the next bonus, or the next raise, or the supervisor spot. You know what I'm saying? It changes everything. You become my co-worker, or my, we connect, totally differently because we're beneficial. And one of my favorite quotes, Mark Twain, is the two most important days, the day you're born and the day you find out why. I love that quote. I think.
Thank you, Mary.
The day you find out why you were born.
Yeah, we were born to help one another and take care of one another and love one another. That's what we're born for. And that's what we will be judged by, what we do for others.
And
is what we're going to be judged when we die.
So much satisfaction in giving, and helping others. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When you can do something for somebody who can't repay you and you don't expect them to, you found happiness. You found true happiness. I've been able to do that a little bit. I tell you what, it's a pretty cool spot. It's a really cool spot, but you have to, there's an attitude. When you do it, I don't want to brag, but I was raised by some really good people. And I've done it when I didn't have it to do. And when you can do it that way, and it's a sacrifice, you better sit down because you're about to get blessed. Somehow, some way, something in your life's going to change. And it's going to be a positive change. It might get scary, before a month or two, or before it happens, after you've done something like that. But I'll challenge anybody. You make that sacrifice and you find somebody you help, and you might have to go without something. That's what the whole thing's all about for a week or two or a month or whatever. But I'll guarantee you, at some point in your life, that will come back at least tenfold. At least. My brother had a saying. He said he didn't ever want any part of a dishonest dollar. He paid twice for a dishonest dollar. I've had some good leaders. I've had some good influences in my life. I'm extremely fortunate for a lot of reasons. Mr. Garmo.
Another thing, Kevin, is I always wonder how the Marty and all of the council, when did they get sleep? It doesn't seem to matter what time that I get on a webinar.
Marty's
they're always there.
Marty's asleep right now. He's catching a couple of winks, and then he'll be back with us shortly. They're wonderful. They're incredible what these people are doing. But it's fun. What I'm doing, it's fun. I'm sure they're having a little bit of fun, but they're working 10 times harder than I am, than I want to be. I'm retired. Remember, I'm lazy. But no, you don't find this. You don't find this anywhere else. The kind of dedication, the kind of commitment. You know why? Because these people believe in what they have. They've never, a lot of them have been looking for it for a long, long time. Okay. And they found it. and they know they found it, and they know what they have, and they have to. My sponsor, mentor, Alan, he says, I'm not built that way. Okay. Now, he could be sitting home doing nothing. Okay. You don't have to share this. He's well established, but he's not wired that way. Okay. He likes to help people. That's what this whole business is all about. It's what it's supposed to be about. It's finding a solution, you know, find a way to help people, whether it's put a couple bucks in their pocket or put a product in their hand
Kevin,
that you can use.
you know, another thing I want to say, Kevin, is I've been, I was born and raised in business anyway, but I've been in business all my life.
Okay.
But never have I seen anywhere a company full of men, women, and children that joined a company that hasn't even launched, has been talking about products, and we're going to hit 900,000 founders worldwide. I'm telling you, never anywhere have I seen this.
No, I don't think you're going to it anytime soon. This is, I don't know, it's everything, you know, awesome, amazing, incredible, whatever word you want to plug in there. It's all of it. And, I'm extremely excited about what I get to do. Never been happier in my life. What do you think, Marty? Or is he just waving at us?
You talking to me?
Yeah. You got your hand up, right? I thought you had something on your mind.
I was sleeping.
Oh, you were sleeping. That's I didn't mean to wake you.
Yeah. I heard my name and it woke me up. No, I want to make something really clear. Yeah, I'm on a lot of webinars. I work many hours when I'm passive, but it's not a sacrifice. It is to my wife. It is to my family. But I enjoy doing what I'm doing. Why? Because I've never been anything in anything where I had put this much time into it. And I know the outcome is going to be absolutely amazing. You know, you were talking about love earlier, and love was talked about from the very beginning, right? I mean, the biggest commandment from God is love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and thy soul and with all thy mind. That's the first great commandment. You know what the second one is? It is like unto the first. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. OnPassive is thy neighbor. And I think that's the power that we all feel part of. There's no walls, there's no prejudice, there's no color involved, there's no religion involved. And I believe in the beginning, and I don't know, I'm not that wise of a man, but that was the intent from the beginning. For someone like Ash to come up to the ashes of this crappy, sometimes crappy world and do what he did, he's the one sacrificing. I talk to him at night many nights and just listen. I ask for nothing. People think I know, I don't ask. I think it's ignorant to ask. He doesn't know the dates 100%. Does he have it written on paper? Yes. Does he have plans? Yes. Does a day come up and the plan just change because of things outside his control? Absolutely. The government's involved. Lawyers are involved. Countries are involved. Money is involved by the millions. Okay, all these things, you might have a plan, but anytime you're dealing with other people or other entities, it's out of your control. If you put in for paperwork, he said he signed more papers in the last few weeks than he signed his entire life. That's good news because he's locking things in. But I think while he's walking waist high in dog crap, at the same time getting arrows thrown at him, that's why I freak out when I hear people want to badmouth the company or him. Do I take it personal? You're damn right I do. Should I? Probably not, but I do. And it's because I have a little bit, just a little bit of idea what he's going through. He asked me, will I do it? Will I do what he did? And I said, ask, all due respect, nobody in their right mind would do what you did. And I mean it to this day. But he said from the beginning as it went, if you look forward, and he knew what the path was, it might have been a different outcome. It might have, the human in him would say, what am I doing? This is too big for me. But he said as he went through the journey, that the power of the people and all that's going on, he started to realize it's out of his hands. He's a tool in this big conglomerate that he started, and he feels that he's working with divine intervention. It's way past one individual. Guys, just look a year ago. 1 year ago, a little over a year ago, we had 100,000 people, and we thought that was unbelievable. Do you know the other day, 4,000 people came in one day? And guess what? We're not advertising yet. There's no advertising going on. A few people here and there, but nobody's advertising. And what are they sharing? They're sharing a hope and a dream. We have nothing we can grab. We have nothing we can hand them in a box. But people are looking for hope, and they're looking for a dream. And they're looking for something bigger than themselves. And this is it. So when some clown wants to do a YouTube channel, 20 years ago, I'd have punched him in the face. Now, is that the right thing to do? No. I had a guy a year ago, right, say something in a video about ass or whatever. So I got a hold of him. His name was TC Looking Out for You or some crazy thing. Okay, so he said, I can't believe you're not being transparent. I said, I got transparent for you. You hide your name. We don't know who you are. You're demanding stuff that you don't know what you're talking about. And you're talking about transparency. I tell you what, I don't feel like giving anything to Casper the Friendly Ghost, okay? So next time you want to bark up a tree, do it with people that understand and see that you don't have an ulterior motive. Now, he wasn't happy, but it was fact. These guys feed off of negativity. That's what their job is. Conspiracy. They did, he did, you did. And then if you really sit down, grab a cup of coffee and go, okay, there's a guy in Florida who had brought in millions and millions and millions of dollars. You see him on webinars, you know where he works, and he's a scammer and he's ripping us all off. Are you kidding me? It just doesn't make sense. Got a building in Hyderabad. He's hired all these people. You can read who he's hired. I've even filled in to get a job there just to see what in the beginning where it was at. And it was there. Technicians, all this stuff, all the money he spent, all the time he's going through. That's why when somebody says to me, man, I'm trying to talk people into getting in, stop that nonsense. Don't talk anybody into anything. You share it. And if they're meant to get in, they're going to go, howdy doody, give me the paperwork. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to be a founder. Just plant the seed and move on. You don't owe anybody anything. They don't see the vision. That's okay. But I guarantee the day's coming when they come back and they're sitting and watching TV and OnPassive pops up.
Yeah.
They go, oh my God, was that thing they were talking about? Yes, sir, Bob, it was. I want to be a founder. That's too freaking bad. You had your chance. But we're in something great. And what makes the company strong? Look, Zoom made $139 billion. Fantastic. Nobody loves Zoom. They use it because they're the biggest boy on the block. People love OnPassive. So we're not just a business. It's a movement. We feel like it's part of ours. It is part of ours. When you get somebody and you share ONet or you share OConnect, you're going to be proud because you were part of that. Now you weren't the technician to put it together, but your name's on it. It's a big, big deal. And we need to know that it is. Don't kowtow to anybody. They try to put you down, walk away from them. Don't argue with them. Don't do nothing. Because you know what you have. And if you don't know what you have, get to more webinars and find out. When you go to a webinar, you go, he didn't say anything about the soft launch. No, but did you hear what he did say? The other day, he talked about a couple new things, O-commerce and the marketplace. You know that by itself will make you a millionaire, multi-millionaire. You could go to ClickBank right now and get the top 10 affiliate things and put it in there and do nothing and run traffic to it and make a lot of money. That's not even counting on passive. This is big, 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 big. So don't let anybody make you feel down or this isn't right. Look, family's going to beat the crap out of you. I know all about it. You can get a position for and do it. If you can't, okay, move on. But everybody's going to do well. Some of you right now have no one, and you're going to wake up on launch day. Could wake up with thousands of people in your downline. Just the way it's going to go. And if you have none, you'll have some very quick, because they're going to come in from the bottom, from the side, and from the top. Because the viral effect is going to bring in millions of people, millions. It's just going to happen. The seed has been planted. Big companies know about OnPassive. They're not sure what to expect, but there's going to be a new sheriff in town. They don't have to expect it. They're going to have to respect it. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to move over. They can be with us or against us. I would recommend highly they work with us, not against us, because they won't win. We're not just another company. It's a big deal. And remember that. And if you got somebody that you feel, I don't know if he's founder material, he's probably not. Let him go. Because there's millions out there. Kevin said it earlier. There's thousands and hundreds of thousands of people out there like you and me, who if they hear about OnPassive, they'll jump in 2 seconds. So all you got to do is plant the seed. You never know who's going to get in. Yes, and I'll get sleep. It's called after launch day. I'll be sleeping a lot. But until then, I can sleep later. But I'm not sacrificing. Ask Mubar is sacrificing. His wife is sacrificing. His children are sacrificing. He just wrote me now, what can I do for you? That's what he said. Oh, that means he worked from 7 o'clock this morning till now, and Hyderabad's opening up in 10 minutes. So he starts the second part of his job until 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning for complete strangers. So we can complain, what have you done for me lately? Are you kidding me? No, I mean, are you kidding me? Somebody said, well, nobody ever talks to you about soft launch because I don't allow it. I don't want to hear it. It's ignorant to bring it up, especially if you know what's going on. If you didn't know, okay. But the facts are there, why we are where we are. Nothing's late. Doctors say when a lady's going to have a baby. If they're wrong, it's not late. The doctor was wrong. It wasn't time. And Ash doesn't want to deliver some homely looking baby, okay? That's just it. He wants it to be what he said, I don't get a second chance at this. And he said, I can't worry about what everybody thinks. I can't please everyone. And I said, I wouldn't do it anyway. Because he knows better than we do. He's there dealing with all the crap. I didn't mean to preach or anything. I'm just saying you guys should be proud of what you have. And most of you are. I hear it every day. And you're sharing it. And every once in a while there's a new person. And then one more new person. One more new person. Look, one a day, it's okay. If you can reach one more person, it's okay. But how is that done? They come in and see, look at these crazy freaking people. From Papua New Guinea to Fiji, Philadelphia, even Texas. We'll even let them in. I'm just kidding. But anyway, thanks everybody. But keep that in mind. You have something, even if you're not sure, or if you think you know, you're wrong. It's bigger. Trust me. It's bigger than you could imagine. Don't let it go. And share it with people you love. Anyway, that's all I got.
Well, thanks, Marty. You know we love you, and we want to make sure we appreciate you. I mean, you do so much. It's you know, it's easy sometimes to let somebody kind of fall through the cracks. You get so used to seeing them all the time, and I mean, this guy's everywhere, man. He does a lot. He does a lot. I know he loves what he does, you know, and I know that he's having a great time doing it. But still, I mean, know how much work these guys put in, and can't say enough about how I feel about them. You know, I'm proud to call these people, you know, my brothers, and proud to be on this mission with them. You know, it's just very refreshing to have something you know, you can be proud of. You know? We are getting real close to the 2 hour mark. Lystra, your hand still up, or?
Yes, it is. Hello, everybody. I know it's late and we gotta go soon, which is why I wait until last every time. Marty, what an airful that was. I love hearing him. I could just listen to him all day, all night. I won't, but I could. Anyway, I just wanted to say that everyone that spoke, oh my gosh, I learned so much, which is why I sit here quietly. I learned so much from you guys, from Cedric and his presentation, all the way down to everyone. I just love it all. And yeah, we're all waiting on this. It will come, we know. And we know what we want to do, how we want to help everyone, who we would love to help, and so on. So let's just keep holding on, waiting, no complaints, and we will all get there and we'll all do the right thing. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Always a pleasure. Mr. Flowers, how about you close us out, buddy?
Yes, I love this. Love what everyone said. You know, we all know what we have here. I know I do. And the naysayers, you know, they used to get on my nerve, but when you know what you have here, it's, as we say, it's a done deal. Kick them to the curb. Don't worry about it. Because when we get, well, we all know when this thing launched, that's when everybody gonna be coming, you know. But either you get it or you don't. You know, that's why I respect. I'm like Marty, man. That's why I respect Ash, what he's doing, what he sacrificed. You know, nobody else is doing this. You know, people can say now, man, I wished I had got into Microsoft. I wished I would have got into Apple, Google, Amazon. Now's your chance. Here's your chance. OnPassive is here. There's nothing else here. There's nothing else out here better. If it is, please let me know. I'll bring 800, almost 900,000 people with me. And see, and that's the value right there, where I can say I can bring close to 900,000 people with me. That's value in itself. So, you know, again, with the naysayers, you know, they don't know no better. They don't know, you know, but we own these webinars every day, every week. We know what time it is. So we don't have to worry about them. I'll say the Hollywood Squares.
I'm here. Rosemary.
There's no way we can upset, you know. I see what Ash is doing. There's no way. It's like Marty say, he can't be no more transparent than what Ash is doing. You know, he give $10,000 to your neighbors, the FBI be at your door. Ash is being transparent. So, I mean, you look up no brainer in the dictionary, you're gonna see OnPassive. No, I can see it's the best deal in town. So no one can say nothing bad about OnPassive. And you know, I'm single as one can be. So right now, OnPassive is my wife.
Thanks, too.
But you know, we can't. I didn't know we were the same age, man. You know, but Yeah, you can't say nothing wrong about OnPassive to me. OnPassive is my family, you know. Everybody think I don't know about y'all, but some people probably think I need to be in a padded room, but I only been in a year. Kev, you been in it 3 years. People been in this 3 years. Y'all done seen everything done change. I done seen a lot done change in a year. So, but again, we know what this is hitting for. I know what it is. So, like I say, I'll wait. We got over 200 countries. There's a lot. There's a lot Ash got to do legally, and with over 200 countries. Come on, who else doing this? We got over 50 products. How many products Google have? How many products Zoom have? Ash got to pay what? Thousands of dollars for Zoom and then get kicked out by Chris. I mean, that's crazy in itself. Sorry about that, Chris. I couldn't let that go.
That's a good one.
But hey, we this is the best, man. I know when people get on me, the people I tried to get in this said, you said this before. This is it. This is it. This is it. But this is it. It's the last one. This is the last one. So that's all I got, Kev. OnPassive is the best, man. There's nothing better. We got value right here. It ain't about the money or the apples. I say this all the time. Ask care about our well-being. Got our best interests at heart. That goes a lot for me. That alone, that's value right there. So again, before I tell you something wrong, I won't tell you nothing at all. Get in this. All you got to do is get in.
There you go, brother.
Done. Yes, sir.
I see Dawn has her hand up. You have something on you want to share with us, huh? Are you there, Dawn?
I'm here. Can you hear
Hey,
me?
Dawn. How are we doing?
I'm sorry, Kevin. I didn't hear you actually address me.
Oh.
I just didn't want to go after Marty. What Marty said was absolutely phenomenal. And all I would like to add is I'm really big on symbolism, names, hope, and oddly enough, my daughter's middle name is Hope. And Timmy Johnson did a beautiful, beautiful graphic about hope for humanity, which really is an encapsulation of what OnPassive is in many respects. And it's not just the internet. It's more than that. It's all encompassing. You've got the Old Women platform. You've got Oh Bless. You've got e-learning. It's so big. The magnitude of what Ash is trying to realize into fruition is just beyond extraordinary. But I'm saying this just because I named my daughter Kennedy. Her middle name is Hope. And of course, my name is Dawn. And a lot of the graphics going out there are hope for humanity and a new dawn. And ironically, even before I knew about OnPassive, I created a Facebook page and titled it A New Dawn and a New Day. And I didn't know why then. And it was dedicated to something else. And I've since changed it. But I have to say that what Ash is doing through OnPassive, not just for businesses, not just for governments, not just for institutions, but for artists, for inventors, for humanity, for charities, for everything that we care about, and family. Most of all, family. This is the one greatest blessing that I have experienced with OnPassive is family. And there, you can't put a price tag on that. You just can't. We all know it's coming, as Chris says very eloquently. And it is. And when it comes, as Charles says, it's going to be an internet quake, but it's going to be a quake in such a way that is going to be so positive and have beyond the ripple effect, because the ripple effect is just one thought, one word, one blessing that reaches out to thousands and millions of people. What OnPassive is going to do when we launch is going to be like a tsunami, but in a good way, that's going to bring back so much to not just the founders, but to humanity. And I believe that with all my heart and soul. And I know I came after Marty, and I hope this resonates with some of the guests. If you're on the fence, please my advice is to just jump in. There is a money back guarantee for the founder position. There's a lot of proprietary information that you can access in your back office. And I really strongly recommend that you do your due diligence and ask your sponsor for the best ones to watch. There's a lot of them, but there are a lot of good ones that really will give you a glimpse of what OnPassive is and will be and is about to become. And even we, as much as we know right now, we don't have any clue. And I get that. I get that it's a lot bigger than we even think right now. And this is just it's just the beginning.
Oh, that's exactly right. We're just getting started. And,
Yeah.
and we're going to do a lot of good for a lot of people. I know that. I know that with all my heart. Never felt more positive. Never felt better about anything in my life that I've ever done. Before we go, I did have one quick. James, you still with me, buddy? James and Suzanne DeVoe had a webinar just in front of this one. And is that going to be a weekly thing? Or are you guys plan on doing that every week, right? I want to make sure we know about it if that's the case.
Yeah, they are, Kevin.
Okay, thanks, Pam. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. It gets kind of hectic sometimes, but I love it. I try to be everywhere I can. I love the support. I know Cedric feels the same way. We love having you guys coming out and support us, and go make a difference in somebody's life. Somebody out there needs what we have. And we have a beautiful opportunity here to share something that we're never going to see the likes of again. I'm looking at a bunch of winners. Appreciate you all coming out, and see you next week. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Great job. Great
See you
job,
next
Cedric.
week. Thank
Great
you.
job, Kevin. Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Night.
Good
See
night.
you
See you tomorrow, Pam.
Thank
Can't
Thank
wait.
Thank you very
Love
much.
you.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
wait for tomorrow.
Kevin, turn the recording
Hey,
off,
hey,
Kevin.
hey, hey.
Kevin, turn the recording off. Kevin, turn the recording off.
I got you, brother. Have a great night.
No, don't forget.
Everybody.
Marty,
Bye,
wake up.
all. Good night.
Bye. Bye. Good